Are pretty pricey. Here's one for 195 euros, 200 bucks for a bottle of wine at the winery. So anybody that wants to go crazy, Bâtard de Montrachet. This is the Montrachet castle. Nice job here. Here's our wine taster. He's going from bottle to bottle. He's opened about a half a dozen, maybe more, maybe 10 bottles. He's went from the white to the red. He swishes it around in his mouth and spits it out. You think that he's going to swallow it, but it takes actually 2 tastes. He hasn't found a bad one yet, but the last bottle, when he popped the cork, he smelled the cork for 3 or 4 times, a few seconds. Wasn't sure about it. So see if he agrees this is good or not. He's smelling it again. Probably borderline. This is the one. He's not sure of this. See if he takes his bottle away. Question. He's got a question mark in on this one. Well, do we keep it or do we throw it away? I don't know what he's going to do. He's keeping it.
50% of the production of Burgundy. And for this type of wine, generally, we do the aging process in stainless steel vat during 6 to 8 months. So it's to drink fastly, not too complex. After, you have the village appellation. So the village appellation are always on the flat area, just before the slope of the hill. So for example, outside, this is the...
Keep your nose up.
After, you have the premier cru. You have the premier cru, always on the slope. And for premier cru, maybe you see that we have some maps inside, and I will show you later on the maps. There is a lot of...
This section of the cellar is from the 11th century, he said. Low arches or walking us through the 11th century from Cluny. A monk named Cluny did a lot of wine making with his monasteries. This is I think our buffet room. We just come through caves from the 11th and 14th centuries. This probably was an aging room as well till they decided to go into the buffet business for tours. And they've got some beautiful tapestries in here. Folk is doing their thing. Row upon row of beautiful grapevines. They're not intertwined across though, just single rows. And these are old roots, old trunks or whatever they're called. Very thick. Some of them are about 8-10 inches thick. Now this is a Novotel, I guess Eiffel Tower or something they call it. Can't read what that says. Tuillery. Volker is not that pleased with the room, but it's livable. It's about the same size as our boat room, and we had more amenities on the boat than we have here. But it's workable. Like a king-size bed here. And we have a nice view of the Statue of Liberty from our room. It's on the Seine. And there's also a Statue of Liberty in front of our hotel that I'll take a picture of. That one, our guide said, was a gift to the people of France from the people of the United States for the celebration of their 200th anniversary of their revolution in 1989. So 1789, 1989, 200-year celebration. And there's some of the view of the Seine. Nothing moving on the boats right now. Doing a selfie here. when I stop this, I'm going to turn around and take the Eiffel Tower for the 42nd time. It was built for the World's Fair in 1889, or started in 1889. I think the World's Fair was 1999 by the time they got it done. Right, Bay? Full?
Right.
Right. Well, a beautiful, dreary day in Paris, but the Eiffel Tower is always glorious.
Island of St. Helena.
Old nappy
He died,
stone.
he was buried, and finally the British gave us back the body of Napoleon, and he was buried here on the 15th of
Buried with
December,
his son.
1840. His son
Here on the square.
came back to Austria with his mother. He died at the age of 22, was buried in Austria, Vienna, Austria. Now, Hitler, Adolf Hitler, in 1938, he made the Anschluss. Statues, look the way the stones are cut. So this is fascinating in Paris. Even you can come 10 times at the same place and you will need added. I love that. Two cars are backing up at the same time.
Folke is going to Louvre, a Louvre without a view, but it's in the Tuileries. Right after the Place de la Concorde, they're putting up a Ferris wheel I'm going to take a movie of now. Well, here is a huge Ferris wheel they're putting up for Christmas. It's still under construction. You can see a beautiful view of this. They've lined it up so that the Place de Concorde, walking to try to get a view of it. There it is. Top of the Place de Concorde pyramid, golden pyramid, is lined up from the Arc de Triomphe with the very center of this Ferris wheel. And of course behind me is the Louvre. I'm in the gardens where 4 little Frank kids jumped into a pile of leaves in 1972. That building up, they probably have painted a facade around it. That's just a temporary. The building will look like that after they take the facade down. They're cleaning it. That's all scaffolding there. This is what the buildings look like. One of these used to have Harry's American Club in it. And now the obelisk. Folke is standing right in front of the obelisk, and she is just making a beautiful picture of me, I think. To the left is the Eiffel Tower, and this is the Place de la Concorde. Blue skies are coming out. We're going to have a lovely day today. And here they're putting up this monster Ferris wheel. Huge, huge. Probably almost as big as the London Eye. Cars are smaller, or the cabs, whatever they call them. London Eye are real low cars compared to this. I don't know if those are police riding on scooters or not. At the very end is my friend, the Arc de Triomphe, the Eiffel Arc. Rue de Paris was about 300 meters from the metro stop, the RER I took for 2 years to La Défense. Favorite city in the world, Paris, France. Another view of this huge Ferris wheel.
This is the Eye of Paris.
Some kind of
For a month.
a disc they have there. That's what you see from the Arc de Triomphe, this spot.
To see the other Arch of Triumph, and you know that 2 miles away there is another Arch of Triumph. Once again, Paris always
Driving
extended
to the Louvre.
to the west,
These
to
are
the
the
right.
gardens, there's the pyramid. And there
Now,
is
look to the right.
finest
Okay,
art
to
museum
the left.
in the world.
To the left of this
Former
Arch of Triumph,
palaces
you
of
can
the
see it's
kings of
written
France.
Le Carrousel du Louvre. So, excuse me, to the right. You see the statue of this lady in an armchair. So by the statue, you have the entrance to the Louvre Museum, and you have exactly the same thing on the other side of the little Arch of Triumph.
Hello, folks.
Now, what you see here is just a small part of the Louvre. The Louvre is one of the national